Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4! And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 41, we're going to be doing some more one-make races. And we only have a few left right now. I think the total is 4 and then like one endurance race that we can do pretty soon. So today, we're going to do the Altezza Race, which is in Toyota. And then there's also vids in Toyota that we got to do at some point. But last episode, we did the Camaro meeting with this Bumblebee right here. Had to use the Bumblebee. We got 26.4% game completion. That's a number that I really appreciate. 40 parts in. But of course, for Toyota, you got to go to Japan. There's Toyota down there. I think one of our one-make races that we've got left would be in Mitsubishi, and I guess we'll do that tomorrow. Just we're not doing 2 Toyotas in a row. But yeah, there's the Altezza Race and the Vids Race. Vids Race requires no license, but they're both single race events. And the funny thing about Altezza Race is that there are no Altezzas in the game aside from this Toyota Altezza Touring Car. And you're not allowed to use all the Lexus cars. One is a convertible. I wish I could use that one, but it's not allowed here. It's just the IS200 and the IS300 Sport Cross. I'm probably going to go with one of the IS200s because the IS300 might be a little more high performance, a little more expensive. We'll see when we get there. But the funny thing is, the only cars that you can actually bring here and get here, because I don't think you can even buy the Altezza Touring Car, you have to go to Lexus, because you know, Lexus IS200 and 300s, and that's in America. So it's a one-make race in Japan that you can only use an American car in. Yeah, there's Lexus down there. This is so fucking dumb. I want to use this thing right here, this color, love this car, but nope, can't do that. So there's IS200. I think this might have been the one that was in Gran Turismo 3 that I liked using a lot. IS200J. Oh, the J has got way more horsepower. And then there's the IS300 Sport Cross. I'd probably be better off buying the IS200J just because it's like a median between this 157 horsepower and this 216 horsepower. All these colors to pick from. Let's go with yellow. Again, this is 2 episodes in a row with a yellow car. Okay. Before I click on this, you can see in that picture, it says Altezza on the front plate of that car. And then on the second one, vaguely, you can barely see it right there. Which means they're supposed to be in this game, but they are not. They were in Gran Turismo 3, the North American version. So, I don't know why they just decided not to. The more cars, the better, right? I don't freaking know. So it's 2,000 credits per win. And there's 5 races, so that's 10,000. And it's not a championship, it's a single race. What do we have? First up is Tsukuba. Oh my god, so much Tsukuba. I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm turning off the driving aids. I'm turning off the driving aids. The driving aids are being turned off. I turned off the driving aids. Okay, this lineup with 4 IS200Js, including mine. And then we've just got 1 IS200 and 1 IS300 Sport Cross. So, I mean, I think this race will be fairly challenging, considering what the game usually does. But overall, I think it would only be anything difficult if it was just a bunch of IS300 Sport Crosses. And I don't know if we're ever going to come up on that. The game has got 4 more chances to do that. So it's 3 laps. I'm probably going to pass all these guys before the end of the second lap. At least that's what I expect. I'm curious to wonder like when we're going to have something like Marx Brothers again in one-make races, where even though I've got one of the cars that they're using, and every other freaking car in there is just way faster. I don't know why they did that and why it was like that at all. But we still have yet to come up on something like that whatsoever. Okay, I like that I got this in yellow. I can't imagine them getting it in any other color. Maybe blue, on these guys with blue cars. Gosh, we're gonna pass one guy who wants to run me off the track. The other guy's trying to back me into the other one. I'm pretty slow for having the same damn car as me. Honestly, I can't tell the IS200J and the IS200 apart. They probably look exactly the same, but just have less horsepower. I'm pretty sure I've already passed the regular IS200. Is that the IS300 Sport Cross? Because that would make sense, that he's got this gap on us right now. But I mean, he doesn't have that much horsepower, and not to mention you buy the damn car and you get a horsepower boost for no reason, so I don't know. We track him down. And down he has been tracked. Ow! Well, that's what I get for tracking him down. Coming off this final big old bend, Finishing our first race here at Tsukuba. Our final lap being the best, like a 108.8. We're a little bit fast without people running into us. Actually, no, it wasn't a Sport Cross I was going up against. That car was white. And there is our first 2,000 credits. Next up is Suzuka Circuit. Suzuka Circuit. We're going to the full version of the track. We never go here. Yes! Oh yeah, let's do this. Just one lap. We got 2 IS200s this time, at least the regular ones, and then 3 IS200Js, including mine. I don't know what the J stands for. Is it Japanese import? Because they just blatantly made the Japanese import version more powerful than the one in America. I didn't have any idea when it shipped up right there, just because at no point was it actually going to stop over revving. Now we'll shift into the third gear. Try to pass this red one before we actually start this curve. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I'll pass you because you let me, and then you unletted me. You should pick whether you're letting me pass you or not. Okay, because it was a dead stop start, like all Suzuka races are, no matter what version the track is, that makes this a lot more doable, though I still have to pass 2 cars. I guess I'm gonna pass this one. Ah! Why you do that? Ah! Stop it! You're driving slow, and you're leaving gaps, so I'm taking them. Freaking Gran Turismo AI. So yeah, I just gotta pass this one guy right here. It's strange how I got closer to him and suddenly his taillights became visible. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Why do I have more... Why am I just catching him in the middle of the freaking straight? That's weird, because I'm not... I have less horsepower than this car. And I was just catching him in the straight. Ah! Stop it! Getting tied off the damn tiniest of corners. Okay, so that helped him pull away a good bunch. This is about halfway point of the track, in my opinion. So that the second half probably takes less time to get around with all the full speed you do around it. Now we've got a problem. I still want to know how the heck I was catching him without even driving better than him, and he's got the better car. He crapped a while ago. I don't know if he just half throttles this wide curve that we went through. Racing at this track kind of reminds me that I need to get back to binge watching Kamikaze do his Gran Turismo 4 license stuff. I mean, I watched it originally whenever it came out, every single episode of it, but now I wanted to go back and watch it because I'm playing through this game right here, obviously. And this track, just because that's like one of the license tests that he had where he was racing at this track, and he made it for an outro in his other Let's Plays. You might remember that one. Okay. Now, I don't know if Kamikaze's ever going to do anything else on like these Gran Turismo games. He hasn't done license tests on Gran Turismo 1 or 2 or 5. Oh, I'm over driving the corner to make the pass. And he's getting back around me. I don't like this. I don't like this. I have to do the race twice now. Great. Unless... Nah, I suck. So, that's an extra 1,000 credits, which means we'll be making 11,000 now. I think you can't win this race unless you drive rather perfectly. Because anything else, and you just wind up finishing second. Yeah. Give me my 2,000. And our third race is Apricot Hill Raceway. Forward for 2 laps. IS300 Sport Cross starting in first place. Again. This race is probably going to wind up being longer than the Suzuka one was, though. Our Suzuka race wound up being, I think, almost a minute shorter than Tsukuba. I should shift up. I should definitely do that. Oh yeah, Apricot Hill Raceway is another dead stop start track. I don't know how I could forget that with all the freaking races I did with my yellow Mazda 6. And now I'm in here with the yellow Lexus. That ain't that far off. But to be honest, I think this car is better than my yellow Mazda 6 was. Send it on in. Kind of cutting the corner. Trying to make this pass because I got the run. But yeah, y'all disrespectful cunts. And just like always. Come on, grab the curve. You know, this is actually a pretty damn small car. I don't know if it would be this small in reality. I always felt that the back end of this car was pretty large. But I think in all reality, it's just wide, not large. It's a thick car. That's what it is. It's a thick chick car. Now we got a pass for the lead going on here. I'm getting the shove. Okay, the pass for the lead did not happen. IS300 Sport Cross still leading this thing. Which, I mean, I guess it's no surprise that he would maintain the lead right there. And now I got this other IS200 chopping my nose off. Damn it. I haven't been paying attention. Has the IS200, the regular version with like way less horsepower, has that one been like finishing last like every single one of them? Because I figured that would happen. Why are you being so hard to pass? Oh my god. Check up for this guy. He cuts my nose off. I get a run and then he knocks me sideways or some crap. Now we've only got a lap left to pass him and Mr. Sport Cross. So I'm going to focus. Why do you do this? It's so freaking annoying, man. Every time I get a run, I back out because I know that's what they're going to do. And it's just going to get me loose and mess up and crap. There we go. We done it. That's the end of the race. We really race at this track a little less often. So I think this should be the thumbnail. Just like it was with the yellow Mazda 6. And race 4 is Twin Ring Motegi Road Course. Is that the full version? It's 2 laps. It can't be the full version. There we go. 2 IS300 Sport Crosses. Although one has to start in 5th place, so I'm probably going to pass him rather immediately. I don't know if this is going to be more or less A-spec points, considering what the lineup is. Okay, 41 point race. I think our race at Tsukuba was 51 points. It might have been because we had more IS200Js. This is the full version of the track. I think it is. We're really going to go 2 whole laps around the full version of the track. Oh my god. Alright then. That will do. Now it's a rolling start. I like me a rolling start with these cars because the dead stop starts have been mediocre challenging. Not entirely. First guy I got to pass is this car. And you can see that he's got a little more straightaway speed than me, but drafting away past this one. Oh. Okay, let's put it in 2nd gear. A little slippery. Pull into the grass with one of my tires. I'm getting them damn gaps. Because of these rolling starts. That's what rolling starts do. They get a gap and then they can maintain it. Not be checking up because of all the cars in front of them. But, I mean, these 2 cars in front of this guy are probably causing a problem. I think this other IS300 Sport Cross is getting held up a little bit by this IS200 in front of him. You little... Why don't you get out of the way? He hit the brakes in front of me, shithead. I'm shifting down at the wrong time, because I know I got to shift down, and I'm too focused on the fact these guys are making me swerve all over the damn place. I'm going to put it 3rd gear, and then I wind up not getting run off the corner. Don't know what to do. I've got 2 whole freaking laps. I'm trying to get everything done in the first lap. I'm going to take the lead before we get to the finish line of the East course. At least I think it's the East short course where the finish line is over there on that other straight. Now, I probably pointed in the wrong direction because I might have been pointing the opposite direction of where it is. But, yeah, up here, that's where the finish line is on the East short course. So if this is the full version of the track, 2 laps. Honestly, should have been 1. You know, now I'm kind of curious. If I had bought the regular IS200, not this IS200J, despite it having like 50 less horsepower than the IS300 Sport Cross and then like 40 less than this one, would we have been competent? Maybe a little bit. Would I have been able to do this? Because I definitely would have spent like 4,000 less credits. In the end, we still gotta spend more money than we make just to get this event done. That gets us up to 9,000 credits made in this episode. And our finale for Altezza Race is Fuji Speedway 2005. Oh my god! It took 41 episodes to finally get to this track. It's not 2005 GT, but still 2005. 2 gorgeous laps. No cuts, no cuts. I can't believe that after all these B license and no license required events, this is the only one that lets you go to Fuji Speedway 2005. That's insane. They held out on us for so damn long. I thought we were just never going to come here. So we got 2 IS300 Sport Crosses for this race, a couple IS200s, and then, including me, we got 2 IS200Js. So it's a little all of the above. It's a 41-point race, so I guess it's the same thing we had in the last race, right? Got my yellow car, we got a blue one, and we got a gray one and a black one, a light gray one, and a white one. I'm trying to get out behind you, but you won't stop. Stop it! Pick a lane, fuckhead. Gosh. All these boring colors, and you got me and this guy in the blue and yellow. Oh, this first corner is way tighter than it used to be. Whoopsie daisy. I mean, Fuji Speedway 2005 and Fuji Speedway 2005 GT, I don't know how different they are, but I love this version of the track because there's so much more to do in it. It's so much more challenging to race around. You can see how much newer the pavement looks. I don't know when this track was paved and all that stuff, but considering it's 2005, I figured that they finished this in 2005. Why are you hitting me? Okay, I know that I said no cuts, but I'm probably going to drop the face cam after I finish this lap. Commentate my way through this. This curve got a little bit wider and tighter at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's like there's more room, but it's still a tighter corner. I love what they did up here. It's like a quick, damn near 180-degree corner. And then you turn right back to the left and you come off of it. Oh my god. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so freaking long. This actually used to be one of my favorite tracks to race at in this game, because I had never gone to it in any game beforehand, and it wasn't even in Gran Turismo 3. I think it was in Gran Turismo on the PSP. But I wound up getting this game like shortly after I got Gran Turismo for the PSP. I don't know if they changed like maybe how the mountains look or the imagery right there. I don't know if they had like old images for Fuji 90s and 80s. Wow, I am completely missing this final corner for the front stretch. But if you look about, I mean, obviously like the size of the trees would have changed. You got this mountain over there, probably wouldn't look that different. We've raced this 90s and 80s so much. I think there is a thumbnail of me doing like one of the like Elise one make races. We brought that over here. And just look at the style of the grandstand. That's so cool too. Yeah, it's significantly longer to get around. car is so much slower than all the fast cars we're going to start using to race here later on in the game. But I mean, I think this is the beginning of us actually getting to race at this track more often. But still, you can see just how many more tight corners there are. Just so many S sections and shit. Okay, so at full speed, we have managed to go 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I think we're going to be having like a minute and 30-second lap times as we actually get to our race cars and shit. I did say that we were going to have Apricot Hill Raceway as the thumbnail. And I probably shouldn't change that because this was a surprise for me and I don't want it to not be a surprise for you somehow. Okay, what are we getting? Is the Altezza Touring Car? Okay, I knew that would make sense, but I didn't know if they're actually going to do it because it's a touring car. After this episode, we're at 27.3% game completion and over 9,000 A-Spec points. Memes, some just never die. But yeah, there's our Toyota Altezza Touring Car with the blue side view mirrors and the blue thing on the grill at the front of the car, the blue spoiler, blue rims. It's awesome. I'm never changing anything about this car. And yeah, I think we'll use this for the Nürburgring 24-hour. That is a long ways from now. But this is like our first actual touring car, and it's a good one. I think whenever I originally did that race, whenever I first got this game, I used the Opel or Astra touring car or whatever from Germany, is it? I think it's German. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Mitsubishi one-make race. We'll find out what that is whenever we get there. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.